inner and an outer courtyard, or what's the situation here? Yeah, so I see. There's a courtyard in the center. There are pathways around it. We're at the midpoint of the north wall of the library. We have a pathway going south. We have to make our way to the southwest corner of the inner courtyard, where you can climb down another what? Another drain pipe. But, she says, we must be careful. A mechanical hound controls the roof. Okay, so that's definitely a good point to save then. On the roof, okay. So let's try to first just make our way south and see what happens. We're in an intersection. Pathways lead north, east, and west. Well, they said we need to go to southwest, so let's go west. You are overlooking the west wall of the roof. Pathways lead north, south, and east. So let's go south. Are we dead? It happened so fast I couldn't see what happened. Kick hound. You aim at the hound's needle tongue, but it jerks its head aside. Once again, it prepares to spring at you. Oh, maybe we need to tackle the hound and then you turn that. So at the hound building, they said you could turn off the hounds with the switches. Where was it? Twist dial on the hound. Can we just twist dial? No. Tackle hound. You realize that won't help you out of this mess. Do we just need to kick the hound again? No, okay, that doesn't work. At least it doesn't get us killed, but it doesn't work. Turn dial? Hold on, we better make sure our terminology is right here. Look at the manual again. No, not that. Where's the... Here we go. Yeah, okay. Can we do twist? Throw, touch. No, we can't. Is dial even one? No, dial isn't. Okay, so maybe we don't need to turn it off. We probably need to do something else to it. Oh, wait a minute. Dial is a verb. Can we just put dial hound, maybe? No. Maybe we need to kill the hound? Jump? Oh, we're getting hungry. Great. Should we stop for a food break? Yep. We interrupt this fight with a killer dog robot to have lunch. Can we leap? Oh yeah. You feint. How come jump didn't work? You feint to one side and then leap onto the hound's back. You reach for the hound's snout and grab the needle tongue. You tug on it violently and break it off. The hound howls madly and shakes you off its back. It runs screaming away. Okay, awesome. Where are we now? Oh, great. Surroundings? Roof? We go south? We're overlooking the west wall. Pathways the north and east. Overlooking the west wall of the inner courtyard. Oh, so we have to go to the southwest corner of the inner courtyard. Farther along the wall in the southwest corner of the courtyard, you can see a drain pipe. Yeah, let's go there. You are at the southwest corner of the inner courtyard. Kiss the hound, you coward. Nice. A drain pipe leads down into the courtyard. Pathways lead north, south, and east. Clarice says, we must go down here, to the first floor. Then hesitantly she says, Guy, there's another way off this roof. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, this is a different drain pipe. Got it. There's another way off this roof, a drain pipe at the southwest corner of the library roof, and it leads to a secret route out of the city. If we escape, we'll have each other, but we'll have betrayed the underground. If we go down here and try to fulfill our mission, we risk death. Alright, that sounds like a good point to save then. So it looks like we have two options. We can escape with what's-her-name, or with Clarice, or we can save the mission. So I think we should at least try to do the mission. Let's see if we die. You and Clarice climb down the drain pipe. You jump to the ground in the courtyard and Clarice follows. She points to a window. You and she climb through it into a hallway that leads east. The door to room 105 is nearby. Clarice bends close to you and whispers, "Room 105 is the broadcast room. We have to get it there and take control, but there's an armed guard in the room." Okay, so we're back on the first floor of the library. In room 105 is the broadcast room, and so we have to enter that room and then disable that guard. So maybe it's just another fight. Let's save over VR lobby. Yeah, 1. I guess we don't need save slot 1. Okay. Enter room 105. You remember Clarice's warning and you reconsider your words. Wait, what? There's an armed guard in the room. Okay, well, let's enter the room and we'll deal with him. We'll deal with him now. Are we supposed to be armed ourselves? Should we not go to room 105? Now's not the time for exploring, guy. We have to go into room... Yeah, I tried to go into room 105. What the hell? Can we talk to her more? Or talk to Reese? We can't just... Oh, yeah, okay. We can't just burst into the room. The guard is alert and he'll shoot us. Her eyes narrow in concentration, and then she says, "If you have wafer 5 from the 451 power center, maybe we can trick the guard." I do have wafer 5, as so happens. Let's... open wafer 5? Examine wafer 5. Yeah, so we have the wafer. Where are we supposed to deploy it, though? Can we enter room 105 now? God damn it. Maybe there's a different verb we need to be using with the wafer. So we can trick the guard. Because we have the wafer, we can trick the guard. But how do we do that? If we can't even enter the room yet. Trick guard. Alright, let's take another look at the manual then for how we're going to use this wafer. Give. Insert wafer 5. There's nothing around us to do with it, though. I mean, we can't do anything with it at the moment. Make. Remove. I don't know, throw? Like, what do we... Maybe we're supposed to wait here? Maybe? Nope. Okay, there's a diagram, but we can't examine the diagram. You go down the corridor and around the corner. An armed patrol fireman spots you They level their flamethrowers, and with a savage cry of triumph, they burn you down. You are dead. Yeah, okay, you're dead. Okay. There's an armed guard in the room. If you have wafer 5, maybe we can trick the guard. I do have wafer 5. Can we give wafer 5 to Clarice? Show wafer 5 to Clarice, maybe. Oh, I spelled her name wrong. Damn it. Just insert it somewhere? Randomly? We do have wafer 5. Are we supposed to, maybe we give him one of the other wafers or something? No? Wow, this is kind of bizarre, isn't it? We can't enter the room even though we have the wafer. I'm looking at all of the... Oh, maybe we should knock on the door? Knock on the door. No. Knock on room 105. Yes. You stand to one side of the door while Clarice knocks. The guard comes out, sees Clarice, and he recognizes her as a second-floor employee. He raises his rifle and says, "You don't belong on this floor." You knock the guard on the head with the butt of the laser gun. He slumps unconscious to the floor. You take his flamethrower rifle and give Clarice the laser gun. You and Clarice enter the room. You enter room 105. I could have just said you and Clarice enter room 105. Clarice takes off her wide leather belt and unzips a hidden pocket in the belt. She removes 34 microcassettes from that pocket and lays them on a desktop. "It took me a long time to amass this collection," she says. "Now I want all my friends to see it." She pauses a moment. "The books recorded on these cassettes could light 1,000,000 fires all over the world." Alright, can we take the cassettes then? Doesn't seem appropriate, okay. What else is here other than the... Oh, I should have said microcassettes. Not appropriate, okay. Should we examine them, perhaps? You realize that you'd better talk it over with Clarice first. Fair enough. Clarice says, "From this room, we can broadcast the contents of these cassettes worldwide by satellite to special receiving stations set up by the underground. The books will be memorized, and each word in them will be another weapon in our struggle for freedom." Okay. Clarice points to one of the machines. "That's the transmitter." She looks at you with eyes hopeful and shining. "Can you figure out how to use it?" "Certainly try." Let's say yes. It's not appropriate, okay. Examine the machine. Doesn't seem appropriate. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have limited time. Let's talk to her again then. "It's all up to you now, guys," she says. Okay, now what I don't understand is, why did she say we could trick the guard if we have wafer 5? Because we didn't use wafer 5 at all to knock out the guard. So maybe we need to insert wafer 5 into the machine for some reason? No? You attempt to use the microcassette, but realize that it would be foolish as the transmitter looks quite dead. So I guess we need to repair the transmitter. This was an alternate solution, apparently. Oh, are you talking about the other way to win the game is just to escape with her, right? Is just to get out of the city without, like, basically abandoning the underground movement. Okay, so how do we repair the transmitter? Let's examine the transmitter. The transmitter seems to be shut down, so you flick the main switch to on. Oh, use wafer 5. Huh, interesting. Lights glow on the control panel of the transmitter. A flashing label beneath a small slot reads, Insert microcassette. Alright, you don't need to tell me how to do that twice. Uh-oh. Clarice hands you the first of the microcassettes, and you insert it into the slot. The transmitter clicks, then hums for a moment, and then is silent. A message appears on the screen. Insert next cassette. You remove the first cassette and go through the same procedure with the other 33. As the last cassette is being transmitted, you and Clarice look at each other in joyful disbelief. Success! Says Clarice. Suddenly, the corridor door bursts open, and an armored patrol of firemen rushes in. Savagely, they burn you and Clarice down, but they cannot nullify your victory. You have given back to humanity the knowledge and tradition contained in its great books. The flames of your death, the legend of your martyrdom, are etched forever in the memories of your comrades. Rest. The struggle is over. Looks like a GG, guys. It looks like a GG. The struggle is over. Arm in triumph. So game number 10 of the DOS Adventure Quest, Fahrenheit 451, I believe is complete. Apparently we died, though, so that's a pretty good ending there. You don't often see in games success being, your death being part of the success of the game. So wow, yeah, I guess I was a lot closer to the end than I realized. Wow. Yeah, so it's too bad Zanuck wasn't around to see it, but we did it in under 20 hours, which, I don't know, for an interactive fiction game, a text adventure of this time, I'm pretty happy with that. This is like the first. I'd played the predecessor to Leisure Suit Larry before, but this is probably the first real, challenging text adventure I played, and yeah, it was good. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. Probably the Infocom ones should be really good now too, so I'm looking forward to that.